The woman was reborn on the day she had to choose a marriage partner. The first thing she did was reject the 3 heirs she grew up with from top families. The moment she said it, her father was shocked, but the girl firmly declared she would marry the heir of the William family because she clearly remembered in her past life this man became the richest in the world. Since marriage was inevitable, she had to maximize the benefits. Her choice left her father completely puzzled because their 4 families were the top 4 elites, and she was the only daughter among them. The other 3 families were all fighting to marry her. Her father also believed they were the best choices, but what they didn't know was that in her previous life she followed the family's arrangements and married the heirs of those 3 families one after another, only to suffer one tragedy after another. In her first marriage, her husband died in a car crash saving a scheming woman. Then the family arranged for her to marry the second heir. Just 2 years into marriage, he fell off a cliff picking flowers for that same woman. Then came the third marriage. They lived quietly for many years. She thought she had finally found peace, but on his deathbed, he was still calling out the scheming woman's name, saying he only wanted to marry her in the next life. The girl finally realized all 3 rich heirs had always loved that one scheming woman, and that woman was just the housekeeper's daughter. Aside from being good at acting cute, she had no other skills. Thinking back on the 10 years she gave, 3 marriages turned out to be a complete joke. The girl fainted from anger. When she opened her eyes again, she was back on the day of the marriage decision. This time she would never make the same mistake. She rejected the 3 heirs in front of everyone and firmly chose the William heir. Her mother fully supported her. Her father also arranged the wedding date. The ceremony was set for 7 days later. The girl finally breathed a sigh of relief. She quickly got rid of everything related to the 3 heirs. When she saw the scheming woman's social media bragging, she felt nothing at all. She took out the engagement tokens from the 3 families and told the courier to send them back in 7 days. Meanwhile, the 3 rich heirs were still doting on the scheming woman. They even made a pact with each other. No matter who the girl chose to marry, the other 2 would accept it without complaint, because that way the scheming woman wouldn't get hurt. When the girl returned home, she also received the engagement letter from the William family. Her parents prepared a banquet hall for her, planning to announce the marriage on her birthday. Once the scheming woman heard the news, she was furious. On the girl's birthday, the scheming woman began her little tricks, saying she couldn't forget how the 3 heirs took care of her, and that just thinking about them marrying the girl broke her heart. She even threatened to jump off a building to get her way. The moment she said that, everyone turned on the girl. The girl calmly responded her fiancé was not any of the 3 heirs, but the heir of the William family. Then she turned and left the room, deleted the heirs' contacts, went home, and told her father to fire the housekeeper and his daughter. Then she got in the car and headed to her fiancé's home. At that moment the fired housekeeper was not the least bit worried. Instead he was smug, saying his daughter's charm was unmatched, and that's why the 3 heirs were all obsessed with her. Soon 7 days passed. The 3 heirs received the returned engagement items, still feeling quite pleased with themselves, but when they found out they all got rejected, they were in total disbelief. They always thought the girl had no other choice but them, and assumed she was just throwing a tantrum. Until the next second, the scheming woman's phone call came through.